What's up, Pick Central, Monday, October 28th, brought to you by DraftKings. The NBA is finally back. A new season means new ways to get into the action on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Who's draining threes from behind the arc? Who's crashing the boards and grabbing rebounds? Get behind your favorite players and prop bets you can make on DraftKings, the home of the NBA player props. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like picking a team to win. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and place your bet. First-time new DraftKings customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Take it to the rack with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code PICKCENTRAL. That's code PICKCENTRAL for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. All right. Fresh off of week 8 in the NFL? Yeah, no buys. Loaded card yesterday. A crazy witching hour. Let's start with there's a ton of
buys mean.
No teams had buys. Everybody plays this week.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, there's been buys, but you're saying
no buys this week.
Got it.
Full card.
Why is that?
I don't
I don't know. Weird.
It's never usually like that.
Started.
I know.
Buys started usually
every week.
Starts it.
I know.
And why is that? I was very confused when I saw like 4 or 5 games during the 4 o'clock slate. Because that's usually when you know.
Almost like start the buys a week later, and then you could have a buy this week. You know what I mean?
It makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird, but it was good for the schedule. So
this was a great week from last week. Sucked. This was a great football week.
Yeah, we'll touch on every game, but as we usually do.
Well, not everybody besides you was a great week.
It wasn't a great week for me.
Winners and losers.
Well, let's just okay. You are. I mean, you are crazy.
Yes.
You didn't.
I had to.
5 units.
I had to. It's my team. I had to.
So it wasn't like you liked it.
What?
You didn't like it. It was just like you always do it.
They just always do it. I did like it. Kansas State was playing well. Kansas came out and played well. I'll give them credit. They should have won the game. Should have won the game outright.
They definitely should have
lucky safety.
Yeah. Shout out Brad though, because that helped.
Yeah, he's a
that
beast.
saved my week.
And the best was when he was like, "Kansas State's your best bet." And he like looked in, like, "Watch what I'm about to do right now." So yeah, winner was Brad, loser was me. But in terms of the NFL, I got a question for you. What would Cleveland's record be if Jameis Winston was the starter from the beginning of the season? They lost to the Giants by 6.
3-3.
They lost to Philly by 4. They lost to the Raiders by 4, and they lost to the Bengals by 7. All those games, they scored less than 16 points.
I think it'd be 4-4, or 2-6,
and firmly in the wild card.
Yeah, I think it'd be 4-4 if he was the quarterback for sure. I mean,
he's a winner. The guy, he's a perfect.
Wait, let's slow down. All right, he's a winner.
I know he's a winner.
Absolutely.
He's not. He's a great. I love Jameis.
Absolutely.
He's a great option.
Jameis is amazing. I love Jameis. He's definitely better than Deshaun Watson. That's a fact. We all know that. He threw dots yesterday. I don't know if it would be like a world of different. We'll see. You know, I mean, that's an amazing team. They
would have beat the Giants, I think.
Jameis Winston.
I don't know about that.
Jameis Winston is.
They definitely would have beat the Raiders.
Winston's 35-46 lifetime. Not a winner. I'm just saying.
I think winner just got me.
It's better than
winner is definitely not the answer.
He also did win a national championship, but
yeah,
not a
NFL.
Winner. Not a winner.
I will say though,
NFL. You can't. If you were talking about, it's not his like 3rd year in the NFL. He's not a winner in the NFL.
He's not a winner, but I still like watching him play a lot. And
of course.
I'll say this: he's like Rico said, he's a much better option than Deshaun than anyone else they have, and he at least keeps them kind of competitive, I guess. There's a lot going on.
We got a couple of rockets.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
But no, I mean he's a better football player, and I think you just see the team clearly is going to rally around him over a
better leader, yeah.
Total scumbag. He's better in just like every facet of playing quarterback than Deshaun Watson in the year 2024.
But we also do know we can watch him next week throw 3 interceptions, and be like, all right, there's Jameis. So that's where I'm like,
you know,
am I going to say they're going to be 6-2 or a 4 I don't know what.
You know, I want to point this out. He did throw a lot of picks in Tampa, no doubt about it. When he finally got his shot to start in New Orleans, he was having a great season, and then he tore his ACL, and this was kind of his first time to get a shot since then. The guy can play. I think he got put in a weird spot with they make the move for Derek Carr, which clearly hasn't worked out. Then he comes here, and they have Deshaun Watson, where he basically signs up to be a backup. I think he's a damn good quarterback. We saw he's played very well when he's gotten the opportunity to start since the time in Tampa. I don't know. I think he can be solid. I think he's legit a starter still.
Who do the Browns play next week?
The Chargers.
All right. The Chargers defense.
He's only 30 years old, too. Like, it feels like he's been around forever. But
he's better than Carolina's starter. He's better than the Saints starter. He's better than the Giants starter, for sure. That's just the NFC off the bottom. He's better than the Titans. He's better than the...
Slow it down.
I don't know if he's better than Rodgers right now.
I think we're going to talk NFL. We got to talk about the biggest story of the weekend, the team that everyone wants to hear about, the team that we have people on this panel rooting for.
It's crazy you just start with the Browns.
You can take the stage and talk about
gave a winner.
No, you can't start with the... What do you think people are coming to the show for? They're coming to see this man grovel in shit.
Loses. Jets are in losers.
Said they had no chance of losing this game. One of the worst teams in football laying a touchdown.
This is how the Jets get back to be 3-5.
And the crazy thing is, Drake May gets hurt.
He looked at Jacoby Brissett.
And May looked good. He looked good early.
He lost to Jacoby Brissett.
Is this stat real? 20 points, 0 turnovers, allowed fewer than 250 yards. Teams were 750 and 0.
And the funny thing
during
is,
those
Clemmer,
games.
Yes.
Is that real?
Yeah, it's real.
Yep.
We have people on the internet saying this is not Aaron Rodgers' fault. It's Greg Zuerlein's fault. Just his.
yeah, that's wrong. So, let me
It just looks like he doesn't care.
There's a lot of blame.
Let me talk. Let me talk. So, give me a couple minutes here. So, the Jets are. This is the new rock bottom. This is, after watching this team for 40 years of my fucking life, this is the new low. And here's why it's the new low. Every time before, and I'm going to talk about the last 13 years, for instance, where we haven't made the playoffs at all, as opposed to the other fucking shitty years of watching this team. The last 13 years, you had hope. You had hope that, Sam Darnold, maybe he'll be good. He wasn't, for us. Geno Smith, maybe he'll be good. He wasn't for us. Bryce Petty, I don't know what the fuck. We never had hope for him. Zach Wilson, no hope. Hackenberg, we never really had hope.
Who they took for a second-round pick.
With this, it was more than hope with Aaron Rodgers. And now that hope is dead. And now I don't know what we do. This is not a team. This is not a cohesive group of guys. This is a bunch of people that the team... I don't know if I've ever seen a team worse coached. So many penalties. They're a disaster.
Delay of games on 2-point conversion.
I don't know how you fix this. I don't know how you come back from this. Do you just trade every single person on this roster and fire everybody involved and start from scratch? Maybe you do. I don't know. I don't know the way out. I don't know how you fix this. This team is fucked for the next 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 years. This is a disaster, and I'm done defending this horseshit franchise. They've made it so I barely like football anymore. I had to shut the games off. I'm so disgusted. I've never felt lower as a Jets fan.
I have a question. That was a great
Great job, Connor.
So sad.
That was from the heart.
It's so sad because, listen, even though our quarterback stinks, we have hope of going forward right now. We're getting better. Just got to get a quarterback. You got nothing. Nothing at all.
We have nothing and we have everything. When I say everything, I mean we have I think Breece Hall is good. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Garrett Wilson's good.
Yes.
But what does that mean? What do we do with these guys?
When you came to Barstool, right? Do you think it'd be good if you came to Barstool and were your first couple of weeks gave a speech to the fellas, let's get content going, all that? Because Devontae Adams, he's
probably not.
How is Devontae Adams the one calling people out, giving a speech to the team? This guy's been on the team for 1 week, 2 weeks now.
He hasn't won a game as a Jet.
Why is Aaron Rodgers not the guy giving these speeches, being the leader on this team? What you now let Hassan Reddick come back on this team that just basically said fuck you for the entire time. And also the funny thing, I was talking to Kevin yesterday, can you blame the GM? Because he's making the moves that every Jet fan would be like, yes, Devontae Adams, you got Rodgers,
yes.
Breece Hall, you're doing everything. He's going all in, but it's the wrong players, obviously.
Yeah. So I had no issues at all with the moves Joe Douglas made at all, right? So Aaron Rodgers, yes, exciting, awesome. I would have made every move Joe Douglas did. You know what though? I then should be fired. He should be fired. They weren't the right moves. I don't blame Joe Douglas. I'm not angry with Joe Douglas, but he shouldn't have the job anymore. The moves he's made have led to losing teams every single year. So at some point, whether I agree with him or not, he should go.
It's also when you have a guy that you have to make decisions for, like Rodgers, the fact that Hackett's still this there. I'm not sure what he's doing anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
there's just like
him and Aaron just hang out, I guess.
When no one knows, it's like his buddies are
Yeah.
now to hang out, so he's not alone at his house in
Right.
Jersey. It's just such a weird dynamic when a player is running a team, it never works.
I don't know.
Running every personnel, everything. Like when Brady is he's the leader. He's not. He could have input.
LeBron ran the Heat and they won a couple of rings.
He
Aaron
did
Judge
not
runs the
run
Yankees.
the Heat. Spoelstra was a great coach.
Yes, he was. But he was if LeBron wasn't happy with something.
Well, look at Ham with the Lakers and everything. When there's a guy that's a rollover guy, it doesn't really work that much.
Also, to
Him
be
and
fair,
Blatt.
LeBron tried to get Spo fired.
It's also
and
a
couldn't.
different. It's also
I'd say
different
LeBron
sport,
ran
too.
the Lakers more than he ran the Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
great.
that's what I'm
Alright.
saying. And they want to make him. That doesn't even count. And look, I'm not getting into the NBA now, but there is a guy that's not letting him run the team and is doing pretty well. But the Jets are fucked. You're fucked, like you said, 5 years at
It's
least.
just fucked. I don't know. I said the scary thing is the other times you can kind of figure out maybe how you get out of it. Like you can at least put a plan together. I don't even know where to begin. Like, what do you even do? Like, what's the first move you do this offseason?
Nothing.
I don't know.
No, I think
What do you
there's
do?
No,
That's the thing. They're out of options. Everything they've tried has
You
not
just
worked.
you just trade everybody, right? You just fire sale.
No, hold on. I actually have a little pushback on this, and I'm
Okay.
obviously not a Jets fan. I think it's tough because the Jets are just such a disaster. It always feels like the next move will just be the wrong move. But if things just totally just go by the wayside, they're gonna have a high draft pick. They're gonna fire everyone. You're always one good quarterback and a good coach away.
Yeah, but they haven't.
They have a foundation.
You say
they
that.
haven't got that
How about a good
have a
kicker?
foundation of talent. The kicker too. Kicker would help. But they have a foundation of talent. If they were able to, for love of God, just hire the right coach, they have a high draft pick and take the right quarterback. It's all of a sudden things could just flip.
But
on its head.
Aaron Rodgers though isn't the only. So Aaron Rodgers,
he's old.
he's not horrible though.
No, he's not horrible. I'm not saying
He's not
horrible.
good. He's not good. I'm
No,
not
no,
putting-
but you look at his
There's so much dysfunction.
so much
This
dysfunction.
team
Team's a
that
mess.
if they could just bring in the right, like I said, the right coach. You just have to make the right hire. If they can for one time make the right coaching hire, and let him take the right quarterback.
Yeah, but
things
you're
would fall into
saying
place
that's such
very
a
fast.
big if, dude.
Of course it is, but
you said
it's a big
yeah,
if.
but dude, they haven't done it in the past 15 years.
That's what I said at the beginning.
They're in
Like,
the
it's
playoffs in
the
13
Jets, it
or
feels,
30.
it feels like the next move's always the wrong move.
30.
But they still are
But the thing is, they kind of made the right move with Rodgers. On the Packers,
Clearly
when
they
he was-
didn't.
No, when obviously I think last year was what fucked him, obviously, because he's different when he was already old, and then when you tear your Achilles brutally, you don't come back the same guy at 40 years old. I think they made the right move from when he was on the Packers to the Jets. It just last year really fucked him. I don't think you can come back from that.
I still, like I said, they hire the right coach. Then
I don't even care about the past anymore. What do we do now?
You have to hire
What
the
do we
right
do
coach.
now?
You
I'm
have to
so
hire the
mad
right
about this
coach.
fucking team. I'm genuinely mad about it.
You can't do anything.
I'm
dude.
I'm just so lost, and it's and the thing that sucks is I mean, if you root for a bad team, Duke's over there laughing. I hate to break it to you, buddy. You're in the same boat I'm in. Hang on. Hang
I think your time shitting on the Patriots
Hang
is
on.
over. I don't give a
Oh, shit!
fuck
Oh,
if
the
I don't
Patriots
get
are a dog shit franchise. Let me
Oh, no.
let me say
Wait,
this.
keep talking
Let me-
about how you have
Let
to
me
resurrect your dog shit
Let
Let me
franchise.
say this. Let me finish my fucking
Hey, the
sentence.
banner! Back-to-back August
Let
Super
me
Bowls.
finish my fucking sentence. I said you're in the same boat I am for this season. We're both rooting for these teams that are just what are we doing? Why am I wasting my Sundays watching this? And it's just abysmal. It's just depressing. Now Dukes is in a better situation where he has a quarterback who he can root for. All right, maybe Drake May gets better. You can kind of enjoy that,
He's good.
him moving up. No, but you have a reason to watch. I don't even have that. But we're both rooting for teams that are going to win 4 games this year. That's where we are.
No, but that's moving the goalposts in my opinion. Where Patriots going into the year, I was like, I don't feel good about this Patriots team
Absolutely.
at all. Even in my I think they can win 6 games. That's saying they're not going to be good.
Right.
You did not say that.
No.
Our expectations are totally different.
Completely agree.
And everything that Drake May has shown this year is promising. And then the fact that we lost him
Well, here's the other reason.
and we still beat you.
The other reason I think you guys are in a better spot for it. I'm saying long term, you guys are a better spot. I'm saying for this year, we're in the same spot. We're both rooting for shitty teams.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
just a
saying
fact.
that's moving the goalpost though.
It's not moving any goal, but I'm telling
You
you.
were supposed to be a
is-
Super
it
Bowl
is-
team.
it is
You guys
a
are
little
supposed
We're
to be
bit.
not. We're not. We suck.
I know,
We
but
lost
that's
5 in
the
a row.
goalpost
Well, that's
where-
where we are right now, though, Marty. Right now, the Jets suck, the Patriots suck, and the Giants suck.
We're not
We
the same-
all
Whoa,
suck.
We're not in the same position. You
You're not
guys
in the
are
same
below
position
us.
at all. Yeah, you're all lower.
It's literally the same position.
But like you are technically in the same position, but you're not. Where it's like you're completely going backwards. They're going forward.
No. So the other thing they have two things going for them. They have Drake May and they have a lot of cap room. So the Patriots have things for
They
sure.
also have a bad coach. They need to get rid of
A
him.
horrific coach, but so do we. I mean, our coach right now might be the worst coach whoever
You have
coached.
an interim coach.
This Olbrich guy is. I mean,
this.
oh my god.
I remember
I
before
don't
the
like.
season.
I don't like Mayo. I will say this. I do not like Mayo. I've been shitting on him all fucking season. But the fact that the players responded to that with the win over the Super Bowl contending Jets,
Well, they're not- I mean-
it does show you some heart, and it does show you that his voice is heard in the locker room. And a lot of
I
players
don't
said
think that's true at
he
all.
needs a kick in the ass.
The
Like,
Jets have also lost 5 in a row. It doesn't take much to beat us.
Well, what we said this before the season, and you kind of laughed at us a little bit, and
Mocked.
it was more like, dude, it is the Jets. Like the organization of the Jets is bad, and it's like things happen to the Jets. You said I don't believe it.
I don't believe. No. So
What's
you're saying two
going
different
on
things.
now?
Knocked out.
So okay, here's one thing.
It was mocked.
You want to know why the Jets are bad? It's because we have a bad owner. Like, it's that simple. Woody Johnson sucks. Everything he touches, everybody he hires, everything he does is shit. It's not a curse. It's just a bad owner. That's why the Red Sox were bad for so long. They had bad ownership. They got new ownership, and they won. It's no such thing as curses. It's bad owners.
Well, the ownership sinks now for the Red Sox.
And what's going on? And they're not good. It's not a curse.
Yep.
It's because he's gotten cheap. The Jets stink right now.
You
The
think that
Jets
Woody
have
Johnson-
stunk for a long time. Woody Johnson is a horrible owner. That's not a coincidence. It's not because the Jets have green uniforms. It's not because it's a mystical curse.
No one's
It's
saying-
because Woody Johnson is an inept fucking idiot.
I think
and he's
that-
ruined my team.
I think Patrick Mahomes could go to the Jets, and somehow they won't make the
Yes.
playoffs.
They wouldn't get Patrick Mahomes
agree
because
with that
Woody
as well.
Johnson's the owner.
but did he pay up for all these players?
Yeah, he's doing like
He's
the right
hiring
things.
the wrong people. Name one good coach Woody Johnson's hired. You can say maybe Rex Ryan. Name another
Rex
one.
Ryan was a good coach.
I think he's probably premature to
Name
fire
another
people.
one.
Robert Saleh.
Terrible coach.
Todd Bowles won a Super Bowl
Facts.
True. Good point, Meek. That's a good
Well,
as a defensive
as a coordinator, not as a head coach. The Jets have
Eric
not hired a
Mangini.
good coach. Eric Mangini was not a good coach.
He's doing this.
Ingenious?
He's doing this on purpose, and he's.
Oh, and it's the coach of the Jets.
Herm
He's gonna
Edwards.
Say hello.
He was not a good coach.
Listen, you
Bill
guys.
Parcells.
It's an embarrassing organization.
Parcells was not hired by Woody Johnson. He was actually hired by Leon Hess. So
I actually
wrong.
think you and the Panthers are in the same exact spot. That's how, like, you're on one of the worst.
Dysfunctional sports.
You're in one of the worst situations in football, where I think I could say there's. Name a couple bad teams right now. I'll tell you if they're in a better position than
How many more years do they have with
Pull up the
Rodgers?
schedule.
No, none. Done. He's.
Oh, they have one more
get rid
year
of him.
left. They have
Get
one more
rid of
year
him.
left.
Get rid of everybody.
On his contract, he has one more year.
What if we just got rid of everybody? You have all the dead. I know there's gonna be a lot of dead room with that dead cap room. You just kind of ride out for a couple years and then you start from scratch again.
Aaron Rodgers will be the quarterback of this team next
He, will, he should not be.
100%.
Yeah,
he
they're
should
gonna
not
start
be the
him on
quarterback.
it. 100%.
He should not be. That's a
He
mistake.
should not be, but I think
He will be.
he's passed. But
100%.
I don't know.
You're in a
So
bad
we
spot.
stink. I thought we'd be better. I was wrong. Hand up.
That's going to be the worst thing to happen. Like this year, if you looked at this schedule and because also when you pummeled the Patriots on the Thursday Night Football, it was like you're like, of course, like obviously, and then Jacoby Brissett beats you. It's like there's no lower point than that. I think you are right. There's no lower point.
This
than
is the rock
Jets.
bottom. This is
fact
the.
that you
I've
can
never
even-
felt lower being a Jets fan.
Which is really hard to do.
Really hard to do.
It's hard to be low.
I mean, it was. I mean, to think that even through all the struggles and all the defense with the strength of the team, all they had to do was not let Jacoby Brissett go 80 yards on you.
Sauce
defense,
Gardner got
though-
cooked.
Defense.
Sauce Gardner-
Well, he's been bad all year.
Good. He does not.
Sauce
look
Gardner's
good.
a bad
The
football
defense.
player.
The defense hasn't been good all year. This isn't new.
And this
been
is
a
like,
problem
and
the
this
entire
even,
season.
You even said before a season like the Jets are going to be like really good. Like
I thought
it's
they
not
would be.
like-
I really thought they would be.
Yeah, it's I truly it's just I think it's just growing up and again like
No, I came
would say the
in more
Jets-
cautiously because I was really all in them like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
When they first got Rodgers, and then obviously what happened, and then this year I was more like cautiously optimistic with them.
Do you agree with me though? Like, how is Devontae Adams calling these people out? Like,
Oh yeah, I mean, no,
an embarrassment.
it's a total dysfunction. I think Rodgers. Part of me thinks like, listen, he was with the Packers forever, a phenomenal organization, who makes right moves all the time, and I think they kind of thought they were just going to fall into place and it was just going to be this. When he first showed up, like last offseason, it was this like magical like wonderland. Like him and Sauce Gardner's buying him chains, and Garrett Wilson's so excited and Hard Knocks. I'm gonna finally have a quarterback to throw me the ball, and then he gets hurt. I think a lot of that wears off because they have a horrible season last year. Then he has to come to train. He has to come to like the mini camp or whatever on an ayahuasca bender. Then him and Garrett Wilson are kind of getting into it like preseason. Like clearly rough. Like the feathers have been ruffled kind of from like day one of this season, and it kind of just never got on track. Like I said, I've said it for the whole season. They had 2 wins over the 2 worst teams in the NFL, and now that the one of the worst teams in the NFL just beat them.
Yep.
Like they're a bad football team. Like they have not beaten anyone good.
You know what this feels like? Honestly, it feels like I'm in fucking prison. And if the last time I felt like this,
Solitary confinement.
no, like prison. Like I'm stuck and I can't get out. And it's like when the Mets were under Fred Wilpon. You felt like you could never get out. You felt like you were always trapped and you were always stuck, and there was no hope. And then now with the Mets, there's hope. Thank God we have a new owner.
Yeah.
But with Woody Johnson, there's just no hope. And like I said, I have this. All right, we trade everyone, we ride out. But then who's to say it's gonna be better in 3 years? And what coach worth a damn is gonna want to come to this team?
No one.
No one. Like, why would you want to come here? We're a disaster.
Like, is Mike Vrabel want to like come back?
Right.
And,
A lot better options.
Oh, of course he will.
A lot better options.
Because to
Also,
fix this
like,
team,
who
you have
wants
to break
go there-
everything down.
Who wants to go there and be under Rodgers? Because Rodgers is making.
You get rid of Rodgers. You got to get rid of Rodgers.
I almost think Rodgers got to a point of like arrogance.
Yeah.
Got to a point.
Like he really like,
Is
but
he
I'm,
even, like, giving
I'm
himself
saying
the
like on a
blame?
deeper level where
know.
he
His-
really thought he was gonna just show up and like
His quotes after
was
the
just gonna
game, it
pop
seemed
for
like
him.
it's like you're asking him like what he's getting for lunch. Like he just does seems unbothered.
like yeah, it's got.
Maybe that's the way he talks, but it's just it's
bizarre
like
place,
it's bizarre.
it really. It just I don't even know what to make of it. Then it just seems like he's gotten so like bored. Like I don't want to say checked out because I think he does care, but. The energy is just weird, and it's funny because you go back to even his time in Green Bay, like the end of his time in Green Bay, where like it was kind of made a thing like him and LaFleur didn't like get along crazy well, like
No, it's been a pattern for him.
LaFleur's a fucking great coach, one of the best coaches in the league, easily in my opinion.
Yeah, it's been a pattern.
So I mean, clearly he's
mean,
I think he's got to a place of stature where he thinks he doesn't need to listen to anyone.
Yeah, he thinks he
He
won.
doesn't
He
fucking
thinks
know
he won
everything.
7 Super Bowls.
But
That's what I'm saying. He was part of great teams that like constantly fell short. And a lot of that, and look at those games. Like, I mean, his last. I think it was his last one. They lost to that. What was it, San Fran? Like, lost to 13-10. They scored 10 fucking points.
Wasn't it snowy that game though?
Not like maybe a little rainy, but I mean, Jesus Christ.
and let's talk about the floor. Malik Willis came in yesterday. Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's played well. What he's
And
done
he
with Malik Willis is truly incredible.
One of the worst. That's what I always say. Like I know we do this. We're not going back into this Bryce Young stuff, but like if you put Malik Willis was a guy that started in the NFL,
was awful in Tennessee,
and was one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen. You put him in Green Bay, and the schemes and the offensive play calls, everything. Malik Willis looks like a great
He's
backup.
in his position to
He's a
succeed.
competent quarterback.
Competent quarterback that like he won that game for them yesterday.
They won when he played the other games. Like
He's
he
2-0,
almost-
I think.
Yeah, you can win with him.
Where it's like it truly matters where you're in. We don't even know who's calling the plays anymore for the Jets. Like you have a guy that's sitting in the back hanging out. You got an interim head coach. It's a disaster. It's the organization.
I literally don't know how you guys lost.
Crazy.
I don't know how you did
100%.
either.
I think that
But
if
it
Drake,
doesn't matter. Like,
if Drake May played, I think it would have been.
doesn't matter. Like, if we had squeaked by and won, we still suck. Like, the problem still existed. Like, the Jets game I watched yesterday, like, yeah, they were leading most of the game or whatever, or like when they were like, it didn't matter if when you. I was watching at halftime, like, we're fucked. It doesn't matter if we win or lose. We're fucked. Because yeah, let's say we beat the Patriots that week. We're gonna win the next week? No. It's a bad team.
You guys are favored next week. I love the line.
It's a bad team.
I also think that
Houston,
I do
right?
think
On
that
Thursday
that
night?
Are we
I-
favored?
yeah.
Why?
I think
One.
my-
Oh, I love
Why?
the Jets.
That's a weird line.
I do think I want to say one thing. I think that
Texans-
if Drake May played, you got like I don't even like you could talk yourself into like if like Zerline like we had a different kicker we would have won the game. I think Drake May would have just was tearing you guys apart until he got taken out.
I don't know. I don't care.
I'm just saying, like, you kinda speak
I
like-
don't think about. I don't care either way. Like the team is bad. The team stinks.
No, you guys
they
have a
can't
Hall of Famer.
win. They're bad, and there's no saving it. And I don't even care about the past anymore. Like all I care about, like how do we fix it? What do we do now? I don't care about the present. I don't care about the past. I only care about the future.
Is this the lowest you've been at any point as a Jets fan? Was there a moment like in
Yes.
the 90s?
Yes.
2000s,
This is
that
rock
was
bottom,
lower?
Phil. This is the worst.
Rock bottom.
This
in your
is the
life.
worst.
Okay.
You got to run it back next year.
I was just curious. I didn't know like if there was a season in the 90s or 2000s. I was too young to remember.
Rich coach that year stunk.
Do you think they
That
gotta run it
stunk.
back?
But this is
I'm
nothing.
not commenting.
What happened there?
I think you got to run it back next year.
What'd you say you're not commenting on?
No, Dukes is like, oh, you gotta run it back. I'm like, I'm not commenting. I don't want to add more fuel.
Someone mentioned that Woody Johnson did hire Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how he did because he wasn't the fucking owner. So
Wasn't a good coach either for the Jets.
He was a good coach for the Jets. You're wrong, Phil. You're just a fucking idiot.
It was not a good head coach for a New York
It
Jets.
was a good head coach. You're fucking wrong.
Bill Belichick, good head coach for New York Jets.
Bill Parcells or Bill Belichick?
Belichick is what
I
I'm
said
saying,
Parcells.
Connor.
I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
You're
I'm very
too
mad. I apologize.
Unblemished.
You're too angry. right now.
Yes.
I get it.
Did Woody Johnson hire? Woody Johnson hired Bill Belichick. I'm sorry. Bill Parcells.
Yes.
Say what you want about Belichick. He sees it straight with
I'm sorry,
Woody Johnson.
Phil. I apologize. I'm in a
okay.
bad
He
mood.
fucking
understand.
hates Woody Johnson, and I don't think that's why Vrabel wouldn't go to the Jets. It's because Vrabel would talk to
Right.
Belichick.
Belichick.
Oh, if you're Vrabel, like I would be like, why would I want to go? No
I'm
one should
trying
want
to
to come
troll
here.
you, but you are right. Like Woody Johnson is one of the worst owners in sports.
I don't know.
Vrabel's put himself in a good spot where he'll have his choice.
A lot of
Even
choices.
right down to the stadium with the Jets, they have to like. I know that's bad for the Giants too, but they just got to
You just can't. What?
Bosco.
God,
Come on.
right down to the Jets.
What is
The
this
Jets can't
point?
do fucking
What are
anything
you
right.
doing,
Kind of
dude?
agree.
Split this-
What?
We could have had our own stadium. We could have had our own stadium in Manhattan. And instead they took this fucking
just everything is
cheap-ass
second
fucking
class
option.
with that.
Nothing
Listen,
to do with
No,
the
just
team.
just one more thing, man.
No, it's not.
It is.
Never.
That stadium
small
sucks.
thing, but it's
The
one.
stadium's not great, but it has nothing to do with their
Everything
success.
sucks.
Nothing.
What about Steve Cohen? Can he buy the Jets?
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, no, the Mets will definitely turn. Keep
It was
this
a
momentum.
rough weekend.
Why wouldn't they, Marty? Like, I
Rock,
mean,
we
that,
can't get into
We
it.
can't.
oh, yeah, all
Let
right.
me ask you guys a
How the
question.
Yankees doing?
Yeah, it was a
They're
rough
in the
weekend for
World-
Aaron.
The World
We're in
Series.
a World Series. Yeah, you're
You
in a
can't-
bad spot today.
you
You're going
can't-
after the Yankees. Going.
You got to finally beat this team that we beat. At least we beat them twice. Can
Oh
you guys
my
beat them at all?
God! This is
is
a
bad.
new
This is-
low.
I'm just saying. I'm just
We're in a
saying.
World Series. You're chirping us
How'd
about
you-
losing to a
how'd you-
team. This is sad.
See how it goes.
Actually, this is as sad as you've ever been
No,
on the
that's
show.
not true.
today.
That's not
Cl-
true.
Clemmer's going golfing tonight. Us in the World Series. Fuck out of here.
And it's like we lost the
You
World
guys be
Series.
golfing on Wednesday. You keep playing like this.
Give us another.
Let me ask you a question.
You got 2 days left.
If a
Enjoy,
team-
boys.
If I told you this stat, your quarterback went 12 of 15 for 85 yards, you think you win?
No, I saw
You
this.
think that you score
Saw that
52
stat.
points?
Oh, yeah, I
Saw
know,
that
it's funny.
stat.
52
The fact that they
points.
scored, yeah.
12 of 15.
How many total yards of offense? did they have? Did they
85
have
yards.
Less than 200 yards of offense.
3 touchdowns, and yeah, Gibbs had 11 carries for 127 yards. And but yeah, you went 12 of 15, 85 yards, 3 TDs, 52 points.
Ben
Total yards. The Titans.
Two-
Titans outgained them 416 to 225.
Yeah.
just garbage
52 to
time touchdowns.
14.
You want to know what it was? Carly Freeman on 3 had like over
Went berserk.
over 200 yards of returns on 3 returns.
Yeah.
He went
He had like a
berserk.
60-some yard like
Yep.
punt return, like a 70-some yard kick return, and then he housed a kick for a touchdown. He had like 3 like 60-plus yard returns.
You know what,
And they did they score a defensive touchdown or they had a long return on a
Yeah, I think
on a
they
pick
might have
or
had a
something?
pick.
I think they had a long return on an interception.
Let's-
Also, I love what Ben Johnson does. They get up in these games. He's so levels above the other teams in this league.
What are you laughing at?
Marty's left.
I want to cheer up Clemmer.
I was just giving,
Keep
I was,
going. No, I want
I
you
was
to
just
keep
giving my
going.
flowers to Ben Johnson.
Yeah, keep going.
I love when they get in these games and they just start like like, you know what? Let's let David Montgomery throw a touchdown. Let's let Amon St. Brown,
Yep.
Monroe St. Brown throw a touchdown.
Everyone score a touchdown.
Let's run a hook and ladder to Penei Sewell. Like,
Yeah.
fuck it. Well, literally, he's so leaps and bounds above these other teams and just his scheme. Like,
It's a mismatch.
They're just pulling like tricks out of their bag just for like shits and giggles. They're
Also-
not saving them for like a big game. They're really just out there having fun with these
The
teams.
Titans are never going to win another game this year.
They look so bad.
They're
man.
really bad.
So bad.
What do they get next week?
Doesn't
cares?
matter.
Oh, no, the
That
Patriots.
team's gonna win.
And Titans are favorite.
Patriots, Titans.
Titans are favorite.
No.
Oh, we got a classic.
They're -3.
That's a bad line.
That's a Titans line.
What was Drake May going to play?
-3?
Probably not. If I had to guess.
It's a weird line.
Mike's
I don't know if he plays.
I would say no if you're
Concussion, you just can't. It's so like
That
up in the
line
air.
screams
when
he's
you're
not
2
playing.
and 6 in concussed, you should probably stay home.
Probably should.
No reason. No reason.
See, like your franchise
I
future.
was like,
kind of
he's looked good. No reason to like force him out there.
He's so good.
So they get the 3 and 6.
He might be one of the fastest quarterbacks. in the
Dukes
NFL.
is
He's fast.
Dukes
He-
is,
that-
He's a good player. He's good. He's a good
He's
player.
good, but Dukes is getting a little ahead of himself.
Yeah, I'm getting
thi-
excited.
I don't think
No,
that-
he said he's the best quarterback in the class.
I think he might be.
Jaden Daniels is.
Wow.
I think
Get
that
MVP votes.
I think it's the same. I think it's the
Dukes.
same record if Drake May is on the Washington.
No, I don't think so.
Probably not.
I
don't
do.
think so.
He's,
I don't
he's
think
that
so.
good.
He looks good. He
Five
looks
touchdowns in his
good.
first
I
2
said he's
games.
getting a little
Nobody
ahead of
else.
himself.
Good.
You want to talk about that Washington game?
No, first I want to just tell Clemmer I want to cheer him up.
Okay.
At least your Bengals bet is looking better.
No, it's not.
Oh shucks. What?
They're still plus 110.
I think the Bengals.
Screen there, Marty. That should be allowed.
All right, let me tell you this. I'm dog shit.
Cherry picking my bets here. Look at that screen. So not
dog
the
shit
greatest
this
month
month.
there for Marty.
I mean, I'm a bad gambler. but
Yeah, all right,
let me
well-
tell you something. Oh, I got Josh Allen. I got the Bills to win the Super Bowl.
Good.
That's a good
I would say the Bengals pick is dead.
I think it's dead.
I think that their defense is so bad.
It was funny. The defense was doing good, and all of a sudden, just that once
The offense
Awful.
wasn't great either.
Defense was awful in the second half.
They
oh my
only had,
god,
like-
the fourth quarter was just like.
Well, the
They
problem
were
is,
getting gashed in the run game. Absolutely gashed.
weirdly this year, which is funny.
We could take that one down. It's
Yeah,
all-
well,
look at that!
let's-
Oh my gosh!
I mean, it's,
How is that possible?
Goes minus 121.
I mean, it's pretty much the same.
How are you guys doing this?
I think I was pretty much the same spot I was in like a month and a half ago. I've been like even in football. I was awful in college basketball. In MMA, I must be down 80 units plus. Yeah, a lot of college basketball, a lot of MMA.
It's a hell of a show we got here, Paul.
I'm also firing off the hip. I have like 1,000 more plays than you. So when you just when you
Don't put that back up.
when you're losing,
All right, let's put it back up there.
Throw it back up for a second. Literally over when you're losing the juice on 500 plays.
I mean,
Losing the juice there.
it's not like I don't make plays though. I mean, I still have 600 plays.
You have the least amount of plays besides
I mean, I
Smitty.
guess.
Your overall record, you're only 310, 311. Like,
Not bad. Not bad
I
for
mean,
that many plays.
So I mean, I would
I've
have
been awful.
I would
I've-
have
I've
to
said
go
all year I've been awful.
4 and 169 to catch Rico. I think I might be all right, Ev. Are you sure? I mean,
I've said all year I've been awful. Like I said, if you fire on like 9 different sports, just like
No, let's
I
be
guess,
honest.
but
bad.
my point is
what I'm
maybe,
saying, I've been
maybe
awful.
don't do that.
Minus 185 units is really hard to do.
volume shooter.
shoot as many shots as me and see what happens.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
but then
shooting-
don't,
Wait,
though.
dude,
The
can't
answer
tell
is
it to me.
don't do that.
I'm shooting. I'm almost at 1,000 plays.
I've got almost 2,000.
If that's the result, don't do that.
Well, I thought forgot Clemmer's a professional handicapper. I'm like, what are you doing here? You should just be living on an island somewhere. You're such a good gambler.
No, I never said that. No, none of us are good.
Guys, you
Look at
all
the
suck.
year. But no,
Yeah, I mean-
I'm 160 units above you. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, that's
No,
a huge
Edmonds had an
difference.
awful year.
Yeah, but I've also it's like people are acting like I've said it from the rooftops all year how atrocious I've been.
Yeah.
Like college basketball, I was legitimately so bad. I must have lost 100 in college basketball.
Yeah.
I was so bad in college basketball.
You were minus 120
yeah,
in July.
that's what I'm saying. Like in college basketball, I was cooked. Like from then, it was so awful.
After March
And
Madness. I know you
MMA,
were
so
for sure
I bet
triple-digit.
college basketball MMA is like 80% of that loss probably.
You know what? This
Football,
year,
I've actually been like not bad. I've probably been about even at football. Not terrible.
Yeah.
you know what?
just-
This
it's
year
been awful.
is.
Football, I haven't been
kinda-
good. I haven't been good in NFL.
I
though.
saw at the Bengals. It turns out that
they're dead.
it really, really helps to have a running back. And Joe Mixon's gone. And Chase Brown had 12 carries for 30 yards. Zach Moss had about 11 yards yesterday. They have absolutely no running game. When you have no running game, it's a lot harder for your even best quarterback in the world to be good in pat. And he's still doing well, but that's their only option. Their running game is abysmal. I think they have the worst running game in football.
Yeah, the offensive line's not great. Because I actually don't think individually they're like horrible running backs.
But it's Joe Mixon to that. Like Joe Mixon.
Oh, no
also
doubt,
on the Texans.
no doubt.
Like,
It is-
Joe Mixon's killing on the
It's been
Texans.
great. And they have a good
Really
offensive
good.
line. So,
Yeah.
but they give them a little bit of credit. But no, you're not totally
Joe
wrong.
Mixon was good with the bad Bengals line too.
No, he's much better. Listen, he's definitely better than Zach Moss and Chase Brown, no doubt. Their defense is their biggest problem, though.
100%.
Like you can't give up 37 points.
37
You're
points.
just not going to win games.
Also,
like that.
if anyone, we're doing Stool-Viver again. Is everybody still in?
I'm
Yeah,
out.
Derrick Henry by the
You're
skin
out?
of my balls.
What'd you have?
Brees Hall.
Oof, that's tough. He's 1 yard line too.
Yeah, I know.
I'm out. Jordan Mason fucked me.
Oh, who'd you have?
Montgomery.
I had.
You were in it?
I submitted
Literally,
a pick.
literally 4 minutes in the
Fuck,
game.
you guys, you were in it?
I was told to submit a pick.
Yeah, 'cause
This is
I know, like,
disgusting.
dude,
This is
no.
legitimately
No.
fucking disgusting.
I think
That's
Phil.
Time after time again.
I
No,
think
fuck.
Phil-
No, you can't fucking vote. No, you can't play Survivor. Jesus fuck.
I think Phil. There was no bouncer at the door, and Phil just walked in.
Correct, Rico.
night.
How did you get invited? Phil?
He just
You get the email,
a
Phil.
little
You get the
birdie
email?
sent him to the
Yeah, I
group.
think.
Yeah.
I think.
Filled it
I
out.
think. It
Oh,
was
I
like-
think I heard this. I
Told
heard
him go
this.
around. Try going around the back of the bar and see if you can get in that.
I
one.
heard this. So I think I think Phil saw that TJ was in it
Oh,
last
yeah.
time.
All right.
And I think that is fair. If TJ's in it, then Phil should be in it. They do the same thing.
I thought Duke should be allowed to be in
No,
it.
no, Duke should be allowed
Duke
in
should be
it.
allowed to.
Liam Crowley was in it.
Liam's in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had Ramondre Stevenson.
This is
Oh, he
some
might have
shit.
won. It's Stevenson.
Nah, I think Quiggs did.
Quiggs is in it?
Yeah, Xavier Legette.
This maniac played Xavier Legette. He was supposed to like 340.
Wow.
He scored early. He scored like touchdown
I
the
put
first
my
quarter. He had
vote-
like 11 yards.
Duke should be in. We should have Duke start with this next weekend.
He has to pick two.
Just happy
he
to
has
be
to
here.
pick two.
Just happy to be here.
I had Jonathan Taylor, but so I'm still in. But this year, this one's going to be more quick, I think, because.
No buybacks.
But I thought Derrick Henry wasn't going to get in, and a lot of people would
I
have
had Derrick
him.
Henry.
But what I was talking about this game. Saquon Barkley got to the 1 3 times. And he had over 120 yards rushing, I think. And Jalen Hurts just 3 touchdowns right after. I would be so fucking angry if I was Saquon Barkley a little bit. Because you look at the touchdowns. Like,
That's
where's
why
the
in the
touchdown?
first time around, I didn't really want to pick him much.
Because they do that every time.
He
know.
constantly is
He
getting
has to
vultured.
score from the other 40 to score. But yeah, that's where that's the most confusing team in football to me right there. It's the Eagles.
Yeah.
Like, they have the talent. I'm down on Jalen Hurts. I mean, I know you look at he scored 3 QB sneaks. I get it. He's good
Well, he
running
kind of took
quarterback.
it in from like 6 yards out.
Good running quarterback. But and I don't know. I think he's fine. I don't think he's elite. I think he's a good quarterback, I guess. But I don't know about their defense. I don't know. The Eagles are a team that
He's definitely a good quarterback. The question is he very good? He's definitely good.
I think he's good. I say I'm not. I don't think he's elite.
Yeah, probably not. He's in that fringe.
And our Falcons.
I wrote the Falcons down as a winner. They've now swept Tampa Bay. They have to lose.
Oh, it's definitely a winner, but they wanted to lose that game.
Oh, they always want to lose the game.
My God, they should have. The fact that they even let them back in that game was fucking insane. Because Kirk Cousins went berserk.
The fact that Tampa just had the ball.
The fact they got
Down
it back
5 was crazy.
Insane. And my last thing I wanted to say, you really think the Texans are that good?
I think
they're good.
we put them on like I need to see a little bit more out of them.
They should have
We
lost.
didn't rank them down on Super Bowl winners.
They should have lost. I didn't know.
I did.
None of us did.
Should have lost last game. They should have lost to the Colts. Anthony Richardson I'm out on him. He's horrific. He's horrific. What?
I
agreeing
know.
with
I was yelling about this last week.
Yeah, I'm telling you. He's horrific. He told his head coach he was tired for a play.
He's tired.
If my quarterback tells me you're tired, get your fucking ass back out there and play the game. I don't care if you're tired. You get rest when you get off the field. That's insane. Joe Flacco should be the quarterback of the Colts right now, and they have a better chance to make the playoffs this year with Joe Flacco.
No shit. We all knew that last week.
Yeah, no one argued
No one
against
argued that.
They should do it. He is not a good quarterback.
He's not good.
He is bad. He had what? 10?
He was 2 for 15 in the first half.
He was
for 81
10
yards.
It was 10 of
when he hits him, he
32.
hits deep balls. It's crazy.
Think about listen to this. He was 10 of 32 for 175 yards, a touchdown interception. Also, his Josh Downs was for he had 4 receptions for 109 yards, and his touchdown to him was 70 yards. So he got more than half his passing yards. No, he got a little less than half his passing yards on one play. He sucks. And they lost 23-20.
They would have won that game. They started playing. They would have won that game.
And they got lucky because Colts ran one back, a fumble or whatever, but they just said it was barely down or something. I don't know.
What a shame for Colts fans. They would have won that game. They started
Oh,
Flacco.
I watched that. He was definitely down. That
But
Colts
they scored it back, and it was just like, look, dude, the Colts should be
The Colts guy thinking he was going to score on that play was crazy.
Well, they called it a touchdown.
But it was one of
'cause
those
that was-
like.
I know.
That's what you have to rule it. But
Also, I think I don't mind when a player does that just in case. They don't know. But
I think he knew he was down.
they lost to the Texans by 5 points this year in both games.
Yeah, it's a big swing.
Crazy.
Crazy. And they're only a half game. They're a half game out of the playoffs
Yeah.
as it stands right now.
What's even funnier? The Arizona Cardinals are in first place.
That whole division is just 4-4, and the Rams are 3-4.
Yep.
And the Rams are getting better.
Everyone's in it.
Everyone's
Everyone's still in the mix.
Who you just taking the 49ers?
Yeah.
I don't
think you
want
have to. You have to.
I think it's going to be them, but I don't
didn't,
want
like-
to. I would like to see some new blood.
Cowboys are horrible, and they didn't. The 49ers didn't look like. Also, if Debo got hurt again, George Kittle is like the reason why they're
Monster.
winning anything. Jordan Mason's hurt. I don't
I
know.
have a question.
Rendo's good.
The Niners are plus 110 to win the division.
They should win it.
Cardinals are plus 320.
I have a question.
What's the Rams? Sorry.
Plus 390. Seahawks plus 500.
What is Green Bay ranked in the NFC? Not what they're seeded. I know where they're seeded. Where are they ranked in terms of best teams in the NFC?
Fourth, according
Bay.
to the books, the fourth. They are plus 750 to win the conference.
Because
There's-
Detroit.
They're second for me.
That's what I was gonna say.
Detroit's plus
with
290.
Love healthy. Yeah, I know, but that's all depending on home games in the playoffs and stuff like that. That's why
Records.
the odds are.
Schedules.
Yeah.
They're tied for third, I guess,
I'm
technically.
agreeing with you, Rico.
No.
Is Detroit better
they're
than
fourth.
the Commanders? I'm sorry. Is Green Bay better than the Commanders?
Yes.
Is Green Bay better than the Falcons?
700.
Is Green Bay better than the Falcons? Yes.
Is Green Bay better than Arizona?
Yes.
Those are the only teams ahead of them in the standings.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
where would they be ranked? I think Green Bay is the second best team in the NFC. We're going to find out this week when they play Detroit.
I do,
but
too.
I still think they're like the second best
Even if
team.
they lost to them, I think that they're second best. And also, it does depend on Jordan Love because he.
Yeah.
100%.
Did you just say they're better than the Falcons?
Yeah?
Telling on yourself.
What do you mean?
Just told on yourself. You know, there's Falcons guys and there's not Falcons guys.
There's our Falcons guys. They're Falcons guys.
There's,
But
Not
there's
a,
haters.
Not a
there's
Falcons guy.
haters.
All the way, it's very funny how well we know each other that not one person on this show bought a Falcons jersey. Remember that one day we're all like, everyone has to buy one. We'll start off.
Thought about it.
I thought about it too. I actually was on the website. And I said, none of these motherfuckers are gonna buy one.
No.
Actually, I did the same thing, and then I realized that I was like, I'm literally not going to be here that Friday. I'm going to miss a lot of Fridays.
It was just more like
I was like, I'm literally going to miss.
I knew
saw
I
the
was going to get a
price.
fucking sick one, and Rico was going to get me like a fucking Reebok 2003, like Roddy White.
I saw the price of it. I'm like, am I gonna buy $150?
Yeah, that's really why I didn't do
that's
it.
what the price is.
Jersey.
By the way, shout out Baker Mayfield for putting up a fight without his top two wide receivers yesterday. Like, it was a respectable performance.
I mean, dude, yeah,
It's
they
good.
had nobody.
I'm being serious.
He's
You're
Who
acting like
was
you're
who
brushing it
even
off.
was Kate Otten was
Kate Otten was great.
Dude,
McMillan.
did you guys see that? We're so fucking dumb. Yesterday was National Tight End Day.
Yeah.
One guy had a $10 parlay for $100,000. It was like every tight end basically. Like
Lot of them
Njoku scored, Otten scored, Kittle scored, Mark Andrews scored, Kelsey
And
scored,
Conklin scored for the Jets.
Conklin scored. Like every tight end scored. It's crazy.
Should just round robin them.
Seriously.
Probably was a Quiggs play.
Quicks probably did brown.
Hey, for Falcons, I was gonna get a Michael Penix jersey.
Hey, who would you guys
I
get?
was gonna be just repping backup
I
quarterback.
was gonna get
all year.
Judon.
I would have got the kicker.
I was thinking about getting.
I thought about
That
getting.
would've been bad. We both
I
had
thought
kicker,
about
Rico.
it.
Both had coup.
We just all had the kickers. All right, what else stood out? Who was a winner? Who was a loser?
I mean, the Commanders Bears we haven't even talked about.
We haven't talked about Tyreek Stevenson, which is one of the all-time bonehead players.
Caught him.
Oh my
Like,
God.
you got to be cut. Yeah, you got to be cut.
Insane.
He apologized.
Somebody, by the way,
did
said that
apologize.
was
It's funny though. It is funny. He like
the apology doesn't give the
he
game.
did
back.
get back in time.
He did.
Like
He actually swatted the ball.
was-
He
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Swatted the
But
ball.
Swatted the ball.
this is complete. How many fucking more times does it have to be shown? One, shout out the Lions. Two, rush 5. Stop letting him have an hour back there. Let him do it. Because that's what chaos happens when you have time. When the Lions rushed 5 against the Vikings, what happened? Sam Darnold got sacked. Because you need so much time from the 40, were they? Their own 40?
Yep. Oh, just behind the 50. Yeah.
Their
Just
own 40
45,
basically.
yeah.
Rush 5. Rush the quarterback, make him run out of the pocket so he doesn't have an hour to sit back there, get as much time as he needs. And because that's like, in hindsight, it's like how is that guy so like wide open in the end zone? It's harder when you're sitting there for 20. What would you think? That's 15 seconds.
Well, it takes a while for guys to run 50 yards.
Yeah, he was probably back there for at least a solid
I still think Tyreek Stevenson made the wrong play on that.
7-8 seconds.
He should have been celebrating the whole time.
I think he shouldn't have made a play on the ball.
Yeah, he should have been taunting the whole 50 seconds.
When you also see when you see that the ball is not in the end zone, you should probably like just move back a little bit. Just like even if he catches it, just be right there to tackle him. It doesn't.
It made it to the end zone.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
But I think if that ball lands, it lands like at the goal line.
I don't know.
I think it was like the 1 or the 2.
Because the way it bounced over, and he was like in the middle of the end zone when he caught it.
Bounce went so high though.
I think if it lands like firmly, I think it lands like at the goal line. I thought he could have got a lot of loft on it.
And that's where it's like a Hail Mary is a great throw. You put it in a great spot.
He did it perfectly.
And yeah, but I just think it's insane that we're still today rushing 3 in a Hail Mary.
At least 4.
I think 5. Like, what? You know how hard it is to get? They can't get 10. Like, it's so hard to get 60 yards when you have a blitz coming against you. It truly is. And also, I'm not a Caleb Williams guy. I'm just not. I don't think he's bad. I think he makes some stupid decisions. That slide on 3rd and 1 was insane.
It's so tough because like then he comes in the fourth quarter, he was absolutely nails.
But he was also
it's very like
awful.
He's weird. He's doing almost his best like I don't want to go as far as saying like Tim Tebow because Tebow would be like so bad, and he honestly was really bad the first 3 quarters.
He went 10 for 24, 131 yards.
Oh,
that's horrible.
He was great in the fourth quarter. That's why it's a very like weird. Like he leads them on 2 touchdown drives, and then really
he lost the fumble.
I think he's one of those.
Fumble's not his fault.
I think he's one of those guys who has to grow next year. Like you get what you got out of him as a rookie, but
they're very much like they're a playoff team.
100%. He has to take a step forward as a sophomore.
He had 4 touchdowns last. I mean, it's hard. I think anytime you see inconsistency,
he has to get more consistent as a sophomore.
Who has a better team?
I agree with that as well.
Who has a better team given to him? Commanders or the Bears?
It's not even close. It's Caleb.
It's not even.
Right.
Not even in. It's not on the same page.
It's tough. Like yes, like the answer is that, but it's like the things that he's been given are like they're like different.
But I'm saying
whereas
full
like
team too. Like he's defense.
Like their defense is far better. Receivers, like obviously, argue are better. Even though now I feel like you're seeing some age on Keenan Allen, but
Jaden has better coaching. That's about it.
Definitely better coaching and a better but a better offensive line, which I think is a big factor in it as well.
I mean, it's not like Jaden Daniels is a brick wall.
That great. Jaden's just better at getting out of the pocket.
But I mean, just to argue, I think to argue doesn't have a better offensive line. You're just like wrong.
I don't think it's night and day though.
I think it's a significant difference, and I think for the quarterback's position specifically, that matters a lot.
But Jaden's also a year older than
I think Jaden's clearly been.
I think that matters a little bit.
A year older?
I think that matters a little bit.
It's really incredible.
He's only a year older?
A year older.
A team can be so bad, but then they just hit on that franchise quarterback, and their view just completely changes.
Yeah, dude. It's also like the worst when you have the first pick, and like I don't think Caleb's like it's not a Bryce Young situation, obviously.
No.
But
Were
I'm
you
saying
trolling Clemmer?
it is worse.
I was
trolling the Giants.
I was trolling everyone that's like does that. Like the Texans got C.J. Stroud, and they're instantly like, they went from the worst team in the NFL to a Super Bowl contender.
Well, the Patriots have a good quarterback, and they still stink, Phil. So it doesn't always work.
They have 6 Super Bowls. They don't need to see anymore.
Wasn't Stroud. He's not Stroud good.
No. Well, I don't know. I actually want to see. No, he's not.
He's
not.
looked good.
He's looked good. He's looked really good.
I like Drake May. He's definitely looked good, but
Best starts through 2 games. Best start in NFL history.
This Viva La Stool propaganda
Dan Marino
is not
and
right.
Drake May through 2 games.
He's looked good. That run he had when he ran, like that was pretty legit.
TV Spies too fast for linebackers.
He's quick. He's quick. No, I said he's
Josh Allen.
For the first time since
He's Josh Allen-esque.
I'm trying to think. First time since we've been doing this show, I firmly believe the Patriots are in a better situation than the Jets are. Long term.
easily.
So there you go.
I mean, yeah, I know this. You don't have to tell me. I've been saying it.
Hey, and Patrick Mahomes threw another interception.
And they found a way
What
to
do you want
win.
from me? Blood?
7-0.
You want blood? Is that what you want?
I want to vote.
7-0?
I don't control that.
joking,
I would give you a vote. You know I would.
No, 7-0. Did they already have a bye?
Yeah, they had a bye.
They had a bye because he took her all over the world. They went to Corner House.
We're gonna talk World Series at all and how you guys are down 0-2 and your season's almost over.
We could talk about that.
All right.
Nobody had the Yankees losing this weekend as the losers. Can I have a loser?
Yeah, you could have a loser.
Aaron Judge.
Yeah, we have 10 minutes left. We got to talk about the Yankees.
Yeah,
Where
All
are
right,
they at?
Phil.
We're gonna win tonight.
Fucking
We also
cover
didn't
the
talk-
whole
didn't
NFL.
even finish the
I mean,
NFL.
I think the World Series is pretty fucking important.
You say,
Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Is he trying to come at
this
your
is
hosting
America,
position?
Meek. This is a football country.
I think the World Series is pretty fucking important. The Yankees are down 2-0, and it's been 2 great games, like all-time games.
well, the second one's not all-time.
Game one was an all-time game.
It was
Yankees are
all-time.
gonna win today. I truly believe that. They're minus 155.
Hubs
I
was
think
saying he
that,
thinks Roberts is going to punt the game.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's a good debate.
Because Walker Buehler is going to he's going to die on that mound today because they have a bullpen game tomorrow. If they use their bullpen in the 4th inning on,
Right.
and they're fucked for tomorrow too. They'd rather a fresh bullpen instead of.
Yeah, I'd
So
expect.
you guys have to get to him.
Well, yeah, I'd expect if it goes kind of sideways, you might see Brent Honeywell pitch a lot of innings.
Oh, that guy can eat innings, man.
You might also see Landon Knack pitch a bunch of
I'm
innings.
going to tell you this: they're going to get on Walker Buehler early. They really are.
They have to.
I think they're going to get
Yeah,
on
they have to.
quick. I think it's going to be a blowout win for the Yankees today, and then after that, I don't know.
Do you guys think the series is over as far as long term? Like,
Not at all.
Doesn't start
Because
till
the
somebody
Dodgers
loses
are
at home.
dominating us. They're not like we're making a lot of stupid mistakes, and we're also just like you can't win when you score 1 run all game and have 1 hit. Like that's just like that's the credit to their pitching. Yamamoto was disgusting.
He was hittable, though.
No, he was not. You were
Only
trolling.
4
You were not. It
Only
wasn't.
4 strikeouts. Like, they were putting the bat on the ball. They just weren't
Yeah,
getting good
those were-
contact.
Very lightly.
Those were-
Look
yeah,
at-
it was
look
light
at
contact.
look at the how fast they were hitting the ball. It was not. Nothing was hit
I'm
hard.
sa- I'm
that's
saying,
what Yamamoto was pitching to contact some of this. But I disagree, Phil. I think
was
Yamamoto
lights out.
was
we have
excellent.
just different. I think the Yankees had a chance. It's not like he
course
was
they had a
striking out
chance.
like
Of course
12
they had a
guys.
chance.
Is what I'm saying.
You're not. You're still. You could be dominant without striking
Yes.
out 12 guys.
I agree, but like there's levels to it. Like he was hittable, they just didn't hit him.
That makes no sense. Phil, you're way better at. You know what you're wrong.
I think. Well, you go 6 1/3, only 4 strikeouts. Like that's really.
That isn't.
He
That's
wasn't
not,
missing bats.
He had 1 hit though.
Imagine if Phil watched the Jamie Moyer start. He would be like, "What is happening to this
It's
guy?"
One hit?
different eras, Clemmer.
Yeah, but it's still effective baseball though.
It is. No, I'm saying
Like Yamamoto was in control of that entire
he
game.
wasn't overpowering.
It doesn't. You don't need
That's
to be
what I
though.
mean.
I don't think he needs to be because
It's not like it was like 3 pitches, see you later. It's like
How am I
oh, we made
defending
light
Yamamoto
contact.
right now? How did that happen?
Do you guys? What percentage do you guys give the Yankees winning the World Series?
Can I be honest?
I was hoping
I'm
for an
not-
answer to my question.
I am answering it. I don't think. I think at home we're in a really good spot, pitching matchup wise.
I agree.
I think that this is where, like, listen, that was the first. We needed to steal one of those games. We're 1 out away from stealing a game. We still could have won the second one or another swing, but regardless, we lost both. Tonight we have a pitching matchup, advantage. We have a big advantage the second game, and then it's Cole at home, and he was lights out against the Dodgers the first time, and maybe a banged up Ohtani a little bit. He's obviously hurt a little bit.
Flaherty also hurt himself a little bit in Game 1, and also the Mets hit him the second time they faced him, not the first.
Yeah.
So I think seeing him again would only help the Yankees.
And listen, if we get to Game 7, it's a crapshoot, and that's where we need to get to.
So I'll ask again: what percentage chance do you think the Yankees have of winning this World Series?
65.
Oh my God,
That's-
that's insane. Okay, Ev.
65's high, down 0-2.
If you're getting 65%, it means like you think they're favored.
So you think?
I mean, they have. I mean,
Have to win tonight.
they win
have
tonight.
to. They
What's
have
your
to win
percentage?
tonight, and like they have to win the next 2. If they don't win both of the next 2, I think the series is basically over.
That's where my 65.
Oh
is
sure,
at.
no shit, Ev.
And I think
That's pretty clear, right?
That's where my 65.
You're
is
down
at. 3-1
3-1 at that point, and you're like fucked.
well, that's hence why I said it.
Yeah,
Right.
that's-
But
go without
I
saying.
mean, I think it's one of those just like just that first game is just gonna be I feel like the one if that doesn't go, like, if things don't turn around, you're just gonna look back at that game and be like, that was the game. Like
So many missed
the whole
opportunities.
series was like
Yeah.
that game.
That first game.
It even still kind of feels like that. When I just think about the Yankees all weekend, I'm just like, that first game is gonna be like, if you win that game, like, it's just a totally different series.
1 out away.
Derek Jeter said it right after. He was like, that was just such a
Flow.
just to be that close and have like that many opportunities to like
Also, everyone would have been talking about Nestor
to
coming
waste
back.
a dominant Colt start like that.
Also, how do Yankees have a roster where Jose Trevino is the best pinch hitting option?
It's
Like,
not the best. It
Well, I
wasn't
mean,
the
Dominguez
best.
is a better
Exactly.
option.
It's
Like, you know
just
what I mean?
Our coach is an idiot. and put in him.
I mean, also, I
Not even his
don't
worst.
mind saying this because I said it in real time. Marty, you disagreed. I mean, the Nestor move was just like inexcusable.
Idiotic.
Just,
I mean,
just
the most idiotic
inexcusable.
thing. It's just.
Can
I know for
explain,
you it was more. You're like the funny. Oh,
It
like
was
the
more
the narrative.
When I said it, Ev,
When
it
I
was
said it, I was like,
extreme,
bro. I was like, how can you put in this guy that hasn't pitched in a month and a half?
When you have a good option.
For Tim Hill, who has
Let me
been
ask
good
a
in the
question.
playoffs, like,
It was stupid.
and also as a lefty, like
I was kidding on the street. I was like, it was more like, because I did say, if Nestor gets that out, the narrative is like, put his balls on the line. This guy hasn't pitched in a month. Very stupid. I'm with you guys.
it was
But the narrative
it was
is
shocking.
changed.
It was shocking.
Also, we've been talking about Verdugo's catch like
I
way
know.
more, but I think the Yankees. I don't know. The lineup should be coming out in maybe like a couple hours.
I have a home run pick tonight. I'm waiting for the lineup.
Oh, thanks for that. I'm saying I think they have to change the lineup a little bit.
I think, I would say so. I think the I'll answer my own question. I think the Yankees have a 20% chance to win the series. I think it's
15.
really hard down 0-2.
There's a stat that they put on the graphic after the Yankees lost. Do you remember what that was?
Yes.
1996.
The last
96,
two World Series champions were down 2-0.
Yep.
96 one was flipped. The
welcome,
Yankees went to Atlanta and then won the next
Did you hear Dukes' stat?
The last two World Series champions
down
were
0-2.
That's not true at all.
Fox
was-
literally fucking
That's
said it.
the last two World Series champions were down 2-0.
I think so.
It was something.
That's
it was,
not true at all. Like,
No,
the-
this is not.
Phillies weren't down.
It was
I mean,
1-1 the last 2 years.
Dukes,
Messed
Rangers.
it up a little bit. It's all right.
Maybe it was the last two
bit.
teams to start 0-2.
There was a stat that Fox put up that it was something the team that went down 2-0 won the series. I don't know if it was the last two, but it was a stat.
Wait,
No, it's not because in 2019,
That's-
2019 is more than 2 years.
2019 the Astros were down 0-2 and they
Who'd that-
lost the series.
Yankees beat the Braves.
There was
99, that was a sweep, right? In 96, they played the Braves, and they beat them again.
Oh, so they beat the Braves twice.
Yes.
All right, I was,
And they were down 0-2, and that was when Jim Miller hit the home run off Wallers.
yeah, I was having trouble with
Dukes.
that.
How's
I didn't know they beat the
how's
Braves
Josh
Uche?
Uche?
he's traded.
I'm asking how he is.
I was trying to get the breaking news. He's a good pass rusher. I mean, signed
He'll be a
team-friendly
star.
deal this year. He'll be a star in the fucking Chiefs.
A 6th-round pick in 2026 they got for him.
There you go.
Great
Be
haul.
a star for the Chiefs.
Yeah, he'll have a sack in the Super Bowl.
Are you feeling like you can still win the tattoo bet now, Dukes, or you figure that's still off the table?
Because we lost Josh Uche.
No, because you won the Jets. I'm saying you guys feel like
Their schedule's pretty favorable.
The
Yeah,
schedule's
but I
favorable.
think they needed that Jaguars win. It's
Just
gonna
for-
come-
I said
if
it.
they beat the Titans this week, firmly back on.
then they're 3-6,
firmly
right?
back
If they
on.
beat the Titans, then it's like
Firmly.
then it's back on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I said it.
I get nervous if
the
they beat the
overtime
Titans.
loss to the Seahawks. Like there were games that like I'm gonna lose by 1. I'm like, damn, that sucks that I didn't have that. But like it will be okay when the Jets don't make the
Yeah.
playoffs in the Super
It's
Bowl.
kind of crazy that
Jets aren't making the playoffs. So
No, I
you-
know that's what. That's
can
why I'm
already-
pretty
already
okay
hang
with
your hat.
everything.
Nobody's really talking about the Bills.
What's there to say? They're going to win the AFC East. They're
it's not
incredible.
the AFC
They're
East.
awesome.
Oh, Phil had a tweet or
It's a good
Phil had a text. It's a good debate.
Will they need more than
Will
6
they need
wins?
more than 7?
7.
Yeah. Do they need a
Right
7th
now they're
win?
at 6 wins. Will they need more than 7?
Well,
don't
yeah,
think
because
so.
the Patriots will be at 6, and then going into that last week, they could win the division.
But I'm talking about like in the
you think
whole,
about it.
Clemmer. I don't think like I'm not talking about the end. Like I'm not talking about the AFC East because obviously that's a shit. But like they're playing fucking very good.
Yeah.
Their defense is also playing really well. Josh Allen has 1 interception, 14 touchdowns.
One interception.
He should be the MVP, especially Lamar losing the Browns this week. He was fine. Like he's the MVP in my
He
eyes.
would be my MVP right now if season ended today.
I think he has to be,
I think
right?
you can make that case.
Yeah, him or Lamar. Him or Lamar would be the MVPs right now.
The Bill. I know it's not fair to do this because
Where is Jaden Daniels in the MVP
He
case?
should be up there.
He's in the top 5.
Up there, but they was
Obviously, he should be next. I would
probably
say he's
give
like
him.
the next
They're
guy.
just gonna give him Rookie of the Year,
Right.
And then because if it's
I
between
agree. I don't
Josh
think he's
Allen
the one.
and Jaden, they'll give it to Josh and then him. Rookie.
No, I give Jared Goff some love.
He just hasn't had. It's weird, but he hasn't had to do much.
it.
Like
He's
his
leading the
stats-
league in
the last
completion
the last
percentage.
3 games he went nuts before this game.
I'm
This
just
game
saying,
he
like-
really didn't need to do
I'm
anything.
saying
One?
stats wise, he's just not like for MVP wise. I get what you mean. You're right. He should be a part of the conversation, but like I don't think many quarterbacks only have 2 losses with the Bills.
Right.
The Bills team, in my opinion.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean
that's where
fair.
MVP people lose the plot on MVP.
But if you want to do that, then Jaden Daniels. I mean,
Yeah, no,
if you
that's
want to do
why
that, then Jaden Daniels should be in first.
Yeah.
I think it's. I mean, the Bills don't have they have nobody.
I mean, the Commanders literally weren't
I think
nobody, and then Jaden Daniels showed up.
I think it's definitely both. Like I think both should be top.
I know this is splitting the difference, but if I had votes, I would vote MVP, Josh Allen, Rookie of the Year, Jaden. That way, both get an award. I know it's kind of cheap. It's not,
but that's what they will
not
do.
fair to Jaden, but
they'll do that.
that's kind of how I would. Yeah.
Especially because Josh doesn't.
I'm not saying it's right, but that's just how.
I agree.
He doesn't have one, so
Yeah.
that's why
Right.
they'd rather that.
They'll do that. Anything else jump out, or you want to do picks?
I have one
We're
more.
gonna talk NBA.
Wait, I have one more Yankee question for the guys. So I've been seeing it on Twitter saying Aaron Judge needs a standing ovation tonight before Game 3 to like a Trey Turner
The
type
Hubs
thing.
is even behind this.
It's like, you're our guy,
Yeah,
we're
why
behind
not?
you. Will you be giving him a standing ovation in the cave tonight on stream before his
Yes,
first at bat?
I will. I'm a very negative guy. Usually, I'm a more positive Yankee fan out of all of them. But listen, you can acknowledge he has been bad, but we don't get to the place we are without him. So it's very hard to do. And why not? We signed the guy for the next 10 years. What, we're going to shit on him for the next 10 years?
If he hits like this in the playoffs, I will. if you're gonna have 60 home run seasons and then just bat 100 in the playoffs, yeah, I'll be like, I don't give, because his legacy is now at a point where if he does not deliver in this series, even if they lose the series, if he just doesn't hit and they lose, no one's going to give a fuck about these 50 home run seasons anymore. They're going to mean nothing.
That's kind of unfair, no?
No, it's very fair.
That's sports. This is America. That's sports.
You have to.
It's
deliver in the
also
playoffs.
like
If you do not deliver in the playoffs, you're not worth the
But
shit.
you wouldn't be in the playoffs if it wasn't for him.
he's also top 5 in home runs in our postseason.
No, he's the
No.
best hitter in baseball. But if you don't hit in the playoffs, then sorry, this is the New York Yankees.
But I
Play for the Twins if you want to
I
just
just said
hit
he's
in the
a
playoffs.
top 5 in
It's
our
a
home
skewed
runs.
stat.
It's skewed as
well,
fuck, but
it's a
the world is skewed. We can't. This is America. We
It
can't
is
about winners
skewed,
and
I
losers.
guess. It's skewed more toward because there's more rounds in the playoffs now than ever before.
If Babe Ruth
still.
got to play 20 playoff games in
Yeah,
a season,
he
like,
would've
Okay, but
Yeah,
as of
home runs
recent,
would
what
be
about as of recent then? Like that, he still is the guy. Like it's like he's choking this playoff series 1,000%.
He has 15 career playoff home runs.
And that doesn't mean he's like the worst playoff hitter of all time when he's hit 15 postseason home runs.
He literally strikes
He's been
out
horrible.
more than he does
He's
anything.
also batting 199 career in the playoffs, 304 on base, 436
He's
slugging.
been horrible.
You expect a lot
I
more.
don't
than
think-
that.
Really, because his first few playoffs, he was great.
I think booing him right now is crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't.
What do you
I would
think,
not
Rico?
boo.
You're
I
not
would not
really
boo
saying
him,
anything.
but
Judge, he's got to
No,
deliver
just
in
like
the
about
playoffs.
the Yankees.
What? I think you guys are in serious trouble. But I think your pitching matchups line up well for the next couple. And you have that weird thing where you have home field advantage right now the rest of the way. The way the swing.
I guess. I mean,
Yeah, you have home
theory,
field
I
advantage the
guess.
rest of the way. So,
Ev, you will not be giving a standing ovation in
No,
the cave?
no, I will.
Or
I
you
will. But
Okay.
I'm not going to sit here and just like pat him on the ass if he continues to hit like this.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's.
Like, I will rally with the boys and give a standing O for his at bat today if
It will be a
if
funny
that's what we choose to
scene
do.
but
if he just goes
Yeah.
one for 12 the rest of the series, I'm going to be like, fuck this guy.
It'll be a funny
Not
scene.
forever. Like the next year, I'm going to get up again off the couch and I'm going to root for him again. But I'm not going to forget it come playoff time.
all right.
Yeah, first at bat, everyone in the cave's giving him standing ovation, and there's just Tommy there sitting down,
Yeah,
just booing.
was
Yeah,
Tommy
Tommy's
going to
not
give him
doing
one?
it.
Tommy's not
Tommy's very out on Aaron
Tommy's-
Judge.
No, 'cause we'll do it, and then what's going to happen is there are going to be two guys on, and then he strikes out.
No, he's not.
And then we're going to be like, fuck this guy.
Home run tonight,
I'm going
plus
to be like, fuck
240.
this guy.
Yeah.
I can't believe Mark said 65% chance the Yankees win. I appreciate the
Confident.
confidence.
You know why? Because I have
You're
it.
insane.
In my head, it's 2-2.
Oh. Got some news for you.
I like Morty being confident, though. It's
Right.
like
Yeah, I like it.
you're
That's
playing
good- good for you.
baseball.
Playing
Like,
Walker Buehler today.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't believe
need
it's
to
only
win.
65% if it's 2-2. That's the most shocking
Shut
part.
up the Mets.
What?
I can't believe it's only 65% with 2-2 in your head.
Well, because it's that we already lost to Jack Flaherty. So I'm a
I
little
mean,
scared.
like Marty, 2018 would love to be in your position right now. So I mean, that's
Yeah.
a good mindset to
Yep.
have.
I'm in the World Series. Nobody else is. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, Ev's in the World Series.
I'm in game 4 of the NBA.
Clever.
Also, JJ Redick's a good coach.
Correct.
He is.
Early on, but he's a good coach.
He's
Mocked.
coached well.
Well, I mean, the thing with
I mean,
older
we're doing
teams
victory
break down
laps.
later in the season, though. Let's see how he's doing
Yeah,
in
we'll see.
February,
Let's not
March,
do
and
victory
April.
laps in
So far, so good.
October.
I'm doing victory laps whenever because this guy is a real good coach. Meek, what about your friend?
My friend J5 loves JJ Redick. Like, he was texting me like all the stuff
That's
like
when
he
you
does
know.
differently than what Darvin Ham does.
Thank you.
And he was basically saying, it's like, if the Lakers aren't, like, say, a top 4 seed this year, it's not going to be because of the coaching. Like, JJ Redick is, like, a legit brain.
J5 doesn't lie.
I like J5.
I can have him call
know
in
you
some
like
Tuesdays.
J5.
if
I love
you want.
J5. I was the first one to like J5.
Yeah, I like him. Clemmer picks.
On the Dodgers tonight, plus 124. I'm on the Steelers, -6. Najee Harris, first touchdown. Najee Harris, anytime touchdown. And I'm on Daniel Jones over 185.5 passing yards.
All right, me and Jerry have Devin Singletary to score a touchdown and Jalen Warren to score a touchdown, 13-1 for the house call parlay. Ev,
Singletary scares me.
it's the only thing we can
Because
do.
Tracy
on the ground.
is a guy who's getting a lot lately.
I'm on the Giants with the points. I'll be on the Yankees too. I had Wendell Robinson over 36.5 receiving yards.
I'm going to put my first touchdown out later, but I have the Yankees. I have the Giants as well. I think the Giants, last week everyone saw Russ play well.
Yep.
I think that in prime time, it's in their head. Oh, this Steelers team's really good. I think he's going to struggle a little bit with the Giants defense, and then it's a crapshoot for the Giants.
I'm calling it right now. Pittsburgh wins by 3 today. That's what's good.
I think the same thing, honestly. I think the
Giants defense is going to
I
play
think
well.
Steelers win, but Giants cover.
Yes,
I think
Giants defense will play well. All defensive, like Dexter Lawrence.
Malik
Burns will get
Neighbors going to
after
have a
little
good
bit.
game. He'll
Daniel Jones versus the Steelers offense could be fun. Steelers defense could be fun to watch.
I think the Yankees score more than the Giants tonight.
Wow.
Damn.
The sad part is, I had to think about it.
Yeah, I got some,
That's it. The Yankees get 8 runs on the board. Are the Giants getting that?
I got NBA picks.
Ooh.
Knicks -2.5, Pacers +6, Pistons +8.5, Celtics -9.5. Then I took some futures. I took the wrong future. Well, fuck me.
It's a problem.
Took Miami on accident, but it's Louisville to win the ACC, Arkansas to win the SEC, Texas A&M to win the SEC, Houston win the Big 12, and I have Stephon Castle, Rookie of the Year, Cade Cunningham, Most Improved Player.
I also have one question for the group, and then we can get out of here. But I know it's exhibition. It doesn't matter. But when you play, you're not playing like the school of the blind. You're playing Arizona State.
Sure.
You win 103-47. You think that's pretty good?
Ooh, that's spicy.
Come on, that's pretty.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Ev.
I mean, Bobby Hurley also is an atrocious coach, but no,
He's a friend.
good show.
103
He's a
and
Jersey City guy, big fan of him. I think actually
He's horrible coach.
More than doubled him up.
103-47 against Arizona
Clemmer
State.
being on this Duke train is going to be kind of annoying. And I've planted my flag on a flag guy.
Well, I mean, they're best players from Maine, and so's Clemmer.
Their best
Well, not
player,
from Maine, but very close
their
to
best
Maine,
player
though.
might not even be Cooper Flag.
I could
That's
walk
how
to
good
Maine
they
from
are.
my apartment. I
Yeah.
love Maine. Maine. Oh, Maine's such a
We're
beautiful state.
Knuckle guys.
Yeah, let Clemmer have some joy in his life.
Yeah, I need it.
We're
Starts
Duke
next
guys.
week.
I'm just a Duke guy.
Gotta get you
Starts
some
next
merch.
week.
Blue Devils.
Choose love.
Starts next week.
That's going to be gross.
Yak's up now. Pick Central. Thank you very much.